is this Digimon? If you're a fan of Data Squad, you'll know him pretty well. Spell his name for me, including capitalization. That's right, this is Gaomon. Capital G, A-O-M-O-N. And what about this guy? This is MacGaogamon. Capital M, A-C-H, capital G, A-O-G-A-M-O-N. What about this Digimon? If you're a card game player, you'll know him pretty well. No Adam, he can't come off the ban list. This is Mirage Gaogamon. Capital M, I-R-A-G-E, capital G, A-O-G-A-M-O-N. And that just leaves this guy, the champion stage. His name is just Gaogamon. Capital G, A-O... Yeah, let's talk about this. Hey folks, my name is Connor, aka Hawaiian Shirt Tamer, everyone's favourite Digimon card game adjacent content creator, now that I've quit the game. Today I'm going to be talking about a strange localization quirk involving the Digimon Gaogamon. So the Gaomon evolution line got their first outing in the card game in the 4th booster set, BT4 Great Legend, as part of the Digiburst series of cards that existed for all of the protagonists of Data Squad, except for Falcomon, because they hate Falcomon, even though there is a Falcomon in that set. But it's yellow, and it's the old Falcomon. Anyway, take a look at the first card we got for Gaogamon. Notice this this capital G here in the middle of it. I certainly did. And I thought it was pretty weird, but I just accepted it as one of, part of these localization of the game. After all, this set had Varo Durumon and Valderarm, as well as the Beast Spirits, Burning Greymon and Kendo Garurumon, which don't actually have Greymon and Garurumon in their names, and Blimpmon, which doesn't have Impmon in its name. BT4 has a lot of quirks. Anyway, that was where we started. Let's move on a set to BT5 Battle of Omni. Here we got the Black Digitron versions of Gaogamon and MacGaogamon in Black Gaogamon and Black MacGaogamon. Take a look at how they've written Black Gaogamon. Notice the capital G there is gone, replaced with a small g. It's already quite weird, but let me tell you, we're just scratching the surface on this Digimon's name. Now, you can make the argument that if it has a word before it, such as Black Gaogamon, MacGaogamon, Mirage Gaogamon, then it gets a small g. Otherwise, it gets a capital G. And I thought maybe this was what they were going for. I don't know, maybe they thought it would stand out better if it had just had a capital G when it was just Gaogamon on its own. I don't know. Until Gaomon's line got its next wave of support in BT11 Dimensional Phase, where we got Gaogamon. No word before it, with a small g in the middle. Interestingly, the Gaomon we got in this set searches for anything with Gaogamon small g in its name. So, technically, card as written, it wouldn't be able to search our BT4 Gaogamon. I don't think that's how the rules work on that, but just an interesting thing to think about. At this point, I figured they'd realize that capital G was just a mistake, and that we'd be getting small g Gaogamon going forward. And in the next set with support, which was EX4 Alternative Being, this was true. We got another small g Gaogamon. And this solidified small g Gaogamon as the correct version going forward, and that is where our story ends. You didn't actually believe that's where the story ends, did you? Because in the very next set, BT13 versus Royal Knights, we got a completely new line of Gaomon support. And what is the name of the level 4 in that set? Capital G Gaogamon. And now another theory popped into my head. What if Thomas H. Norstein from Data Squad, what if his Gaogamon has a capital G, but any other Gaogamon they have has a small g. After all, BT11's Galgamon is supposed to be for Nikolai Petrov, and the EX4 one is supposed to be for Yui Nui from Digimon Next, whose partner is a Galmon that becomes Zedgarurumon. That's actually true. Fun fact. So if we see a new Galgamon at any point, then it should have a small g, right? You know, Thomas H. Norstein, big G. Any other Galgamon, small g. Wrong! BT16, Beginning Observer. Capital G Galgamon. This Galgamon has the Nightclaw trait, so it's supposed to be aligned with the tamers from Digimon World Dawn and Dusk, or Digimon Story, Sunlight and Moonlight, or whatever it's called in Japan. I don't really know. And if you've been following this channel for a while, you'll know that I'm very familiar with those tamers and their bullshit infinite loops. Breathe. So we've had capital G Galgamon, which became small g Galgamon, which then became capital G Galgamon again. But finally they decided on a standard spelling, right? It's going to be capital G Galgamon going forward. They flip-flopped a bit. It's going to be fine going forward, right? No! In the past few weeks, we've been getting reveals for BT25 Dual Revolution and Starter Deck 24, which both have focus on the Data Squad Slop archetype. If you want to know my opinions on Slop archetypes, then go see my last video about why I'm quitting the game. Yeah, they're a part of that. Anyway, what is the name of the level 4 in this archetype?
Small G Galgamon.
So the Thomas theory's out the window. So this is his Galgamon. This is part of the Data Squad archetype. This is his Galgamon. There's literally no rhyme or reason as to which version they choose. I could completely believe that they just flip a coin and go with whatever. Like this, I don't think anyone else gets as irritated about this as I do, but it really irks me, and I'd love to know why. But that's only in the card game, right? The card game has weird localization sometimes. Let's think about the video games. Okay, we've got Cyber Sleuth, capital G. Okay. Time Stranger, the new game. Small g. Fine. Next order. Capital G. Can we please just pick one and stick with it?